What is going on, dwellers of the world? What do we have today? A long video format to show you guys everything. And when I mean everything, everything that I picked up this week. Now we'll put the dates from here to here, so that way you guys know exactly what dates I'm talking about. But you guys, it's been very slow out here where I live. And slow when it comes to the yard sales, the state sales, things like that. It's been very slow. And there's nothing I can do about that. The only thing I can do is go out there and see if I can find anything to flip, to resell, to sell online for a profit. Now, on this video, I will show you guys everything that I picked up, and I'm so excited for this past week. Why? Because I found some quality items. It wasn't quantity, it was quality. So let's get into it. And we're going to start with Thursday. Okay. I went out Thursday, and I might have only hit two different estate sales. And I'm going to put a little video for you guys to see right now.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it.
Right?
At this estate sale, I ended up spending a total of $25, and everything that I got was awesome. Why? Let's get into it. Let me show you guys first. First things first is this Levi corduroy hat. Now they wanted $3, and I paid $3. Normally I pay $1 or $2 per hat, but you know what? At $3 for Levi corduroy, I was not gonna leave it behind for $3. So that was $3 out of the 25 that I spent there. Also, I ended up getting a Levi's jacket. This is the jean jacket, and then the sleeves and the hood are regular, not leather, the regular cotton. It's a mixture. It's a mixture of things with this jacket, to be honest. But Levi's jacket, and I think I paid $8 there, so I was there at 11. Now, the other thing I ended up buying there was this Leo 1950-1960 Lion. Guys, this thing is about 20 to 30 years older than me. His name is Leo. You can see the tag there. Probably won't be able to see it, but I'm going to post a picture for you guys to see his tag with his name on it. Now, this one was $4 is what I paid for Leo. So right there, I'm up to $15. And the last thing I got was what you guys saw in the video. Was a GBA, a Game Boy Advance, with two Pokemon games. They're both authentic, and they are Pokemon Fire Red for the GBA and Pokemon Ruby for the GBA as well. Both authentic. Now, the Game Boy and the two games were $10. These two games right here alone are worth about $260 just in loose cartridges. Again, that was the first sale that I went to on Thursday. It was not listed anywhere. I was driving to my first state sale when I saw the signs. I said, you know, I'll stop by. And I'm so glad that I did. Now, at the other sale that I went to on Thursday, I only ended up spending $10 at this one here. And I got a few things for the videos, of course. I'm spending some money on the videos. And I also got a few things to flip online. Now, one of the things that I picked up there already sold, and I'm going to post a picture for you guys. Sold for $25, and it was a Sony Walkman radio, or yeah, AM/FM radio. It was not working. The cassette player was not spinning. Yeah, I can hear the AM/FM radio. I can, hear sounds, but nothing when it comes to a cassette. So I sold it for parts for $25. Now, I spent $10 on 4 different items at this sale. Here's the other one. This one is a mini tripod. Now, this is a little tripod. And what I'm going to be using this for is when I go live, when I do my streams. When I do a stream, I will put this one here, and I will set it on my desk along with the camera that I'm recording at the moment. Now, that was $2.50 as well. The other thing I picked up was this. This is a arm for the desk, and it holds a phone. So it's to hold the phone right there. So when I do lives, whether it's TikTok, whether it's YouTube, I can attach this to my desk, and I don't have to use anything else or hold the phone. So very happy with this pickup here at $2.50. Now, there was one more thing I don't remember, but I do have a little clip. And I will, yeah, I will take a picture and I will post it for you guys. So there was 4 items for a total of $10 at this sale. That was it. I spent $35 on Thursday, but I was very, very happy with everything that I got. Why? Because I get to add a few things for my videos. I get to add, sell a few things for the business. Of course, at the end of the day, this is a reselling channel or reselling. That's what I do. But very happy with what I picked up Thursday. Now Friday, it was not busy at all. I think I went to 3 or 4 different yard sales, and I think I only ended up picking up one thing, and I'm gonna show you guys. And what that was this Coach bag. Paid $3 for this Coach bag right here, and it's a purse bag, a bag. At $3 though, I'm gonna sell it for about 40, 45 maybe, if if it's a good one, and I'll be happy. I'll be happy making a solid profit there. Nothing crazy. Like I said, Friday was very slow, not as busy, so it is what it is. Now Saturday was also very slow. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. I went to a community yard sale around here in my neighborhood, but I think I ended up spending a total of $40 or $41 on Saturday. Again, not a ton things to do, or at least to buy. The first thing I ended up buying was this Xbox One X. This is the One X. And all they wanted was $25. This is the 1 terabyte Xbox One X. Now, at $25, let's say it works or it doesn't work, and I'll update it if it works or not. But at $25 though, even if it doesn't, let's just say it doesn't read a disc, I can still sell it for parts for $50, $60 because it could still be used as digital. That's the thing. People nowadays like digital. So $25, very happy. Also at the same sale, I ended up buying some Black Panther, and that's just the cover. But these are AirPods, and they're both in there. For $3, $4 I ended up spending for this one here. Also bought a DVD. This one's Pokemon Black and White episodes 1 through 12. You guys know me and Pokemon. Me and Pokemon go way, way back. So that was included as well. And there was one game that was included in that sale, which was this Ninjago Lego. Now, $35 for an Xbox One X, AirPods, games, DVDs. I was happy. I was happy paying that, and I will pay that any day of the week. Now, also on Saturday, I picked up a few jackets. This one is, I want to say the brand is Cutter and Buck. Cutter and Buck. This is a windbreaker jacket, brand new with the tags. You can see right there, and I paid $3 for this jacket right here. Along with this other one right here, which I don't know what brand this is. It says TD, but it was made in USA. Again, probably nothing crazy here. I saw made in USA and I bought it. I don't know. I buy sometimes things just because, made in USA. When was the last time something was made in the USA? At least clothing wise. I don't know. But that was Saturday. $41 again, $35 for the Xbox and everything else, and then $6 for those two jackets. $41. Nothing crazy. But Saturday, my buddy that I've done deals with, he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, I have all these video games, $100 for everything." And I'm gonna post the 2 pictures he sent me for you guys to see. Now, at $100, okay, I almost countered him with 80 because I was like, okay, $100 for what you guys see there. There's still money to be made, okay. But with prices and everything going up, I understand. I understand where the price is coming from. So I told him, I was like, you know what? I'll give you the $100. Like I'm not gonna sweat it over $20. Like it's not worth it for me to try to haggle and then lose a connection that I've been buying a lot of stuff from lately from him. Why? Because he also does goes to yard sales, picks them up, and he's making money at the prices that he's selling me, and I'm also going to be making some money. So let me show you guys what I picked up. Now, the only thing I have in here, I believe, is the original Xbox. Here, this is the original. This is the 1 TB though, so it is a good, desirable console still in today's market. There was also a PSP. The PSP was in really good condition, no battery, no charger, and the battery cover was broken. But again, at $100, let's say I ended up selling the Xbox for $100 and I sell the PSP for $100 with a few games, I'm already at $200. Like, that is a good profit. And a good profit for me to do. Okay, and like I said, I hooked them up with $100 with his asking price, and I'm also gonna be making $60, $70, and I don't have to go out and find all this stuff. I just went to his house and I picked it up. This was Sunday when I picked it up, and also his dad was having a yard sale because again they buy a lot of stuff, so they also do yard sales. So he's like, hey, my dad is having a yard sale. If you want to come Sunday, pick up everything and see if you can find anything else. And I said, you got it, buddy. And let me show you guys. Okay. Ended up buying a few things from the dad. Okay, ended up buying a Loungefly purse. Now, I don't have it in here because it's already listed and posted, so I'll post a picture right here for you guys. Okay, the Loungefly bag was $8. Okay, that's what he wanted. There was also a few plushies that I've never seen, and I come across a lot of stuff all the time, but this one's here I've never seen before. And what are they? They're the Buddha Homer from The Simpsons, but they're by a collaboration by Kid Robot. I don't know. I don't keep up with every single collaboration that happens out there. Plus, I don't watch The Simpsons for me to be like, oh yeah, I know them. But you know what? Buddha Homer here sells for about $30 to $40 in used condition. Also was this Duff Beer plush as well, also by the same brand, Kid Robot and The Simpsons. And I paid $6 for these two right here. Now, this one sells for $30 and this one also sells for $30. So I'll be making a decent profit once all this stuff is set up and done. That was Sunday. That was it. You know, that again, not a long video. There hasn't been a ton of sales out here, but I am buying, and I am showing you guys what I'm buying. As always, if you guys made it this far, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe to my channel to continue on and continue on. Coffee in hand as always, and we'll catch you guys on the next one later.